So I thought this was as good a time as any to do my appreciation and congrats shout out to Chris Paul. I think we all know that the Phoenix is going to probably win the finals, but even if they didn't, it's time to recognize the man. I've seen his whole career. He's one of the few athletes that I've seen in my whole adult life come up. It's his 16th year in the NBA. I remember when he was at Wake Forest the year before that. That was definitely the best Wake Forest team in the last 20 years. And he was famous in high school for scoring 61 points for his grandfather after he was murdered. So Chris Paul's always been in the spectrum, and it's cool to see that he's finally getting his chance to win a title. In my generation of watching, which is pretty much like, yeah, I got to see Jordan, but pretty much starts right after that. I would say even Shaq and Kobe, too young to really appreciate what was going on. And then, what comes after that? You have a bunch of Spurs guys that had probably already won with the previous team, or, you had the big three come in, but, they were winning from the start. Then you had Dwayne Wade, who had his amazing run when he was younger, and then LeBron came in, won some more, he added to his resume. Kawhi Leonard is the one that, he kind of led that Spurs team in 2014 to win, but same thing, too young. He didn't put in all this time. Anthony Davis, come on. The Boston trio would be a good comparison for KG, Allen, and Pierce. But same thing, it wasn't that long a time. It wasn't with all these different teams, seeing them get so close and then either getting hurt or his team comes up short like Paul had. The more I think about, like, the best comparison from the who's still playing game would probably be Kyle Lowry, but you can't put Kyle Lowry and Chris Paul in the same conversation. I mean, Chris Paul's going to be in the Hall of Fame as soon as he decides to retire, whenever the eligibility's up. But so I don't think you can even say Kyle Lowry without it sounding like a joke. And there's one guy, you probably know it, you probably can think of it, but there's one guy you can compare this Chris Paul story to, but he was only with one team. So he put in a lot of time, but only one team. That's the great German, Dirk Nowitzki. Either way, go Suns, go Chris Paul, let's go Mets.